stop by to give us hats one day because we do so well. Got nice little hats. I still never took the sticker off. So in case they lose me somewhere in the shop, I can turn on a little red light. They can find me. But actually, this is very good. I will give a plug for Mac Tools. AJ, he's our Mac Tool dude. I do have a problem up here, as you see. Comes with age. It's rechargeable in a USB, so I'll tell you what, anybody needs one of these, get your local Mac Tool dude. He'll help you out.
Somebody on YouTube asked for the backstory on that safety third.
Oh, somebody asked, hold on, let me take the light off for this one.
Somebody wanted what?
Let me get my shirt. Can I get my regular shirt on?
What they
Sure.
ask?
Oh. I feel violated. Jesus. You can't put that on the internet. God, they'll start throwing 20s at me. Whoever screen name it is on YouTube, we got you covered with our safety third board here. Let's walk over. This is above somebody's toolbox. We won't mention the somebody, but somebody's toolbox. So of course it says safety third because that day, safety was not quite as a first priority as it should have been. And the day since the last injury was 0 that day. And of course, the people we were working on signed it for us. You cut plywood on a table saw. The table saw does not have the proper guard on it that was lost somewhere between where it was and where it is now. But we were using it, and
Who was using it?
we. I was holding the one side, and somebody else was holding the other. Here, would you like to kind of mimic what we were doing?
My arm still doesn't work right.
I didn't say who it was, whose toolbox that was, but I was holding the side that was going to fall off, and Joe was holding the other side, pushing it through. We went like this. Well, as soon as it got out of the blade, it lifted up, because this side would have been down.
Went airborne.
It lifted up, went airborne, sat on top of the blade, and went, Actually, it was more like you had a bend. It hit here and here, and then brushed up past them and went flying to oblivion.
The weird thing about it, I've been cutting wood like this for 50 years, and I've never had a piece of wood fly up like that. It was an inferior saw, apparently.
It was
That's
inferior.
what it was. It was inferior.
It was.
And it just flew up and it tried to kill me.
Why is it
and
still-
then, to top it off, about a week later, I had to cut another piece of wood, but this time I stood off to the side, and I cut it, and as soon as I let go, it went and hit the garage door.
Wow. Why do we still have the saw? Right there.
It's that demonic saw right there.
Not the blue one. That yellow and greenish colored one there. I got a lot of work to do here. As you see here, I will explain to people out here in YouTube land or wherever we're at today. This is our Z3 matrix box. As you see, it's in there. We're going to take all this stuff here, we're going to make it nice as we normally do. And as I wire it up, I'm going to be filling in exactly what I'm going to be powering. So whenever I go to do my programming, I take this over to the programming station. I know exactly what outputs I'm putting in. I type that in whenever we do the wire programming. I type all these in, what I'm doing, and I know exactly which outputs I'm using. So I better get started.
So when you're feeding, you put it through the hole and then you just grab this.
Yeah. Nice.
Mouse tail.
And puts it through.
Why do we always have to meet like this?
So we have plastic spacers. I don't know, 6 months or so. Go Rhino has them now too.
People talk.
People are talking. They're talking about these plastic spacers. They're a little bit more flexible, more plasticky.
Really cool part about that, and I hate to say there's something actually cool about that mark, is if you look, you can see where the blade was rotating fast and actually milled out part of it, and then you can see where the teeth actually gripped and threw it.
I had one last meal that was chicken. It would be either a wing meal, because who doesn't love wings, right? Or I really like chicken marsalas. It's so good. Like one last meal for that, I'd die happy. You know, it wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad at all.
Last meal that is chicken. Like the last meal I ate, or if I had to choose my last meal and it was going to be chicken.
That.
Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? My wife makes this thing called root beer chicken. I don't know how she makes it. Something with like a bottle of A&W root beer, put it in the crock pot, you know, let it simmer or boil or whatever a crock pot does all day. I don't know. This root beer chicken, it is like really sweet, but then whenever the chicken gets cooked, in this sauce all day with this root beer in it. She chops it all up and it makes really good sandwiches.
Barbecue.
Barbecue chicken?
Yep.
Ooh, bloody knuckle syndrome. That's how you know you're a real man. Once again, you've struck again. The easiest thing in the world to do is to open these wires, and I cannot open it in front of you.